You ever watch your dog just stare at nothing, like they're locked onto a wall, completely zoned out, and you're standing there thinking, okay, what are they seeing right now? Ghost? Probably a ghost. But what if it's not nothing? What if that blank stare, that low energy, that dog who sleeps 14 hours a day and still seems somehow tired? What if that's not just dog stuff? Hold up a plain, everyday dog collar worn at the buckle. Turn it over slowly. What if your dog is mentally exhausted? And what if some of what's exhausting them is you, without you ever knowing it? There's this thing people say, a tired dog is a good dog. And I get it. I've said it. After a long park session when they finally stop ricocheting off the furniture and collapse in a heap, yeah, it feels like a win. Mission accomplished. But there's a difference between physically tired and mentally fried. And here's the part that gets uncomfortable. Mental exhaustion in dogs doesn't look like burnout in people. It doesn't look dramatic. It looks like a dog being a dog, sleeping a lot, moving slow, not really engaging. Things we shrug off as normal. Actually, wait, let me back up. Because I think I almost made the same mistake every training article makes, which is assuming you can spot it easily. You probably can't. I couldn't for a long time. The signs are quiet. And the causes, they're almost always things that come from love. From trying too hard, from genuinely not knowing that what feels like enrichment to us can feel like noise to them. We're going through all 7 of these today, and number 5 is the one that genuinely stopped me the first time I heard it explained properly. It completely changed how I structure my dog's day. If you got a dog at home right now, literally right now, I want you to watch them while we go through this, because you might start seeing things differently before we even finish. Let's go. False belief 1. More stimulation equals a happier dog. The modern dog owner's instinct is to fill every hour. Dog parks, puzzle feeders, training sessions, playdates, sniff walks, nose work games, and yes, YouTube videos made specifically for dogs while you're at work, and enrichment matters genuinely. But there's a ceiling. Past that ceiling, stimulation stops being enriching and starts being overstimulating. And an overstimulated dog can't self-regulate, can't settle, can't rest deeply. Their brain is running hot with nowhere to put it. I know this one because I lived it. The guilt on quiet days. The days where nothing was planned felt like failure. Like I was being lazy. Like my dog was bored and I was the reason. So I'd fill the silence with activity because silence felt like neglect. But here's what I had to learn the hard way. Rest isn't wasted time for your dog. Rest is when their brain actually processes everything it just experienced. Take that away and you're not giving them a full life. You're giving them a full schedule. Those are not the same thing. Pause. Let that land. And here's the thing about overstimulation. It has a cousin, and that cousin lives right inside your house. False belief number 2 is about sound. False belief 2, background noise keeps them company. You leave the TV on because it feels warmer than silence. A podcast running all day, music to soothe them while you're out, the hum of something so they don't feel alone. The intention is kindness. It really is. But here's what's actually happening. Constant, unpredictable audio is a stream of information their brain keeps partially processing. Voices shifting, sound effects spiking, volume changing without warning, and it prevents the deep, restorative rest they actually need. Watch your dog sometime when the TV is on in the background. Notice the way their ear pivots toward mid-sleep, the small twitch, the half-open eyes scanning for a second before the heavy sigh as they sink back down. We read that sigh as comfort. It's not. That's vigilance cycling. That's a nervous system doing a check-in it didn't need to do. You left the TV on so they wouldn't feel alone. And in a way, they weren't. Their nervous system was working the whole time. So we've got overstimulation from activity, overstimulation from sound. False belief 3 is about something even quieter. It's about how you look at them. False belief 3. Watching them constantly means you're attentive. Almost every deeply bonded dog owner becomes hypervigilant at some point. You watch them constantly, checking, interpreting every sigh, every stretch, every yawn, responding to every shift with attention or action. And the dog, who reads energy the way we read facial expressions, stays partially alert because their person is always partially alert. They sense the watching. Something in them knows, and they never fully clock out. This one is tender because it comes from love. It comes from the fear underneath. What if I missed something? What if something is wrong and I looked away? You became the most important thing in their world, which means your nervous system became their weather forecast. When you're calm and unbothered, they can be calm and unbothered. But when you're always scanning them for problems, they're always scanning the environment for whatever you might be scanning for. When you're always watching, they're always being watched, and they never fully rest. Now, we've talked about too much input from the outside world. False belief 4 is about something we put directly into the training, and this one quietly creates anxiety. False belief 4, more training sessions means a better trained dog, the dedicated owner who drills commands. 20 minutes of sit, stay, come, heel, twice a day, because they read that consistency matters. And consistency does matter, don't hear me wrong, but cognitive load is real. Learning is neurologically expensive. Dogs who are drilled past their processing capacity start making more mistakes, getting frustrated, shutting down, or throwing out random behaviors just to find something that gets a reward. You've seen it. The dog who was nailing it 10 minutes ago and suddenly looks like they've never heard the word sit in their life. People think that's stubbornness. It's not. Actually, I used to think that too, and I was completely wrong about it. That's a brain that's full. You kept pouring in after the cup was already over the rim. The frustration you see in that moment isn't defiance. It's a dog who is completely spent and still trying. Short sessions, real recovery time between them, and the willingness to quit while you're ahead. That's not lazy training. That's good training. And if training can exhaust them mentally, wait until you hear false belief 5. This one is about the walk, and it genuinely changed everything for me. False belief 5. A walk is for exercise. Look directly into the lens. This is the one. The owner who power walks their dog. Head up, pace fast, minimal stopping. Let's get the steps in and get back before it rains. And the dog is physically exercised, sure, box ticked. But they've been dragged past 100 stories they didn't get to read. Every smell is layered information. Who was here when, what they ate, whether they were calm or stressed or scared. The lamppost isn't a lamppost. It's a message board with a week's worth of posts on it. The patch of grass by the corner is a whole conversation thread. And a walk where they never get to stop and actually read it is a walk that leaves a specific kind of mental hunger completely unmet. You've probably seen the smell freeze, that full-body lock, when they catch something deep in the grass, nose down, the rest of the world gone. That's not them being difficult. That's their brain doing exactly what it was built to do. You gave them a walk. What they needed was a read. Pause. So their nose is one of their biggest mental outlets. False belief 6 is about their eyes. Specifically, what happens when the world they see stops making sense. False belief 6, they'll just adapt. Dogs are adaptable. That part is true, but adaptation isn't free. It costs something. A dog living in a frequently changing environment, different schedules, inconsistent rules, regular house guests, irregular feeding times, furniture rearranged, routines that shift week to week, is always running a low-grade background calculation. What are the rules today? Who's here? What's expected of me right now? That constant recalibration is exhausting in a way that never shows up as obvious distress. It shows up as a dog who seems fine, but never quite fully settles, who circles a little longer before lying down than they used to, who startles slightly more than they should at ordinary sounds. Modern life is genuinely chaotic, and dog owners are juggling everything. I'm not here to make you feel like you're failing because your schedule isn't perfectly consistent, but it's worth knowing they didn't get used to it. They just got tired of being surprised by it. And the last one, false belief 7. This is the one that ties everything together, because it's not about what you're doing, it's about what you're not allowing. False belief 7. Dogs should always be on. The final false belief is that a good dog life is a full dog life. That downtime is wasted potential, that if they're just lying there, we should engage them, give them something, make the most of the moment. But dogs genuinely, neurologically, need decompression time, unstructured, unbothered. Nobody wants anything from me time. Time where no commands are coming. No expectations are hovering. No toy is being presented with hopeful energy. You are their whole world. Which means when you stop asking things of them, the whole world gets quiet. Think about what that must feel like for them, the specific relief of it. The most loving thing you can do some days is absolutely nothing. Sit near them. Don't ask for anything. Don't perform engagement. Just exist next to each other. Let them be a dog who doesn't have to be good right now. And if you've ever sat on the floor next to your dog and felt them exhale, that long, slow, releasing sigh where their whole body softens, that's not them being content after a full day. That's them finally feeling like they're allowed to stop. Pick up the worn collar from the beginning, turn it over slowly, hold it. This collar has been on my dog through all of it. Every overstimulated walk, every background TV marathon, every training session that went 10 minutes too long because I just wanted one more clean repetition. They didn't know I was getting it wrong sometimes. They didn't hold it against me. They just kept showing up. Every morning, same spot, waiting, tail already moving before I even made eye contact. Mental exhaustion in dogs is quiet, it doesn't make noise, it doesn't demand anything, which is exactly why it's so easy to miss. But you are here, you watched this whole thing. And that's not guilt, that's care. And care, when you actually do something with it, becomes the thing that changes. Tonight, try nothing. Sit on the floor. No phone, no commands, no enrichment activity planned. Just you and them. Let them lead. Let them rest. Let them be. Set the collar down gently. That's what they've been waiting for.